Okay. Hello. I am going to the Salt Lake Airport right now. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm going to grab my suitcase and I'll be in my car, and this will be a little more quiet. So I wanted to talk about how to turn a customer into a lifelong customer in doTERRA. So that could either be, how do I get somebody from wanting to purchase one oil to purchasing a kit, or somebody that's purchased one time to purchasing like regularly, if that makes sense. And it's something that I'm often asked, especially by those people who are first starting out. So whether you're listening to this and you are first starting out, or if you're not first starting out, this will be good information for you to pass along to people as you're working with them. Because I like, somebody will sign up and I get asked so frequently, my friend just wants some lavender. Can I get them a link? And that's always hard for me, because do I just ever sell a bottle of lavender? Absolutely. But what I have found is if I can get somebody into a kit, it is much easier to turn them into a lifelong customer. Because what I have found is if they just get a bottle of oil here or there, you don't really get to experience like all the benefits of the oils. And an example would be for me this week. I am really battling sore quads from running and lifting. And I always travel with several oils, but if I only ever had Deep Blue, sure, that's great, but I wouldn't get to see the benefits of what the other oils do. So anytime somebody asks me about what oils, like, can I just get a bottle of lavender? I will always say, yes, I would love to help you with that. I would love to help you get that lavender. But right. I would love to sit, and you have to read the person you're working with, because sometimes that's all they want. And if you try to, push anything else on them, it's not going to be good. And I get that. And I run into that too. But what I have found is if I can just say, yes, totally, I would love to help you get a bottle of lavender, but I would love to chat with you and just see how, I'm sorry about the announcements. I am almost out. I'm just going to grab my bag real quick, and then I'll be outside and I'll be so much more quiet. I just have to say my favorite airport is in Singapore, because they don't make announcements, and it's like a Nordstrom's.
Oh,
like
nice.
Everything is so nice. But anyway, I like to see if I can sit down and meet with them. I don't like to sell on the fly. Does that make sense? Like, I want to sit down and meet with them, even have a phone call, to just see how I can help them find other oils that they can integrate into their lives. And it's all about creating a doTERRA lifestyle. So usually what I'll do is I'll meet with them and I'll just say, okay, so I can totally help you get that lavender, but I would love to hear what other health concerns or goals that you have going on right now, because I'd love to see if there's something that we could get that would work for you. And then I like to sit and just listen to them and show them how doTERRA can be integrated into lifestyle. All right, you guys, this is going to be a really huge treat for you. I'm going to go over to the CEO of doTERRA right now and have him say hi on my team call. So here we go. Hang on just a second. Hey, Dave, I'm on my team call. Do you want to say hi real quick? This is the CEO of doTERRA, Dave Sterling. We just got off a flight from Nashville. Yeah. Anyway.
Music City.
Yes. So there's Dave.
Good to see everyone.
Yes. All right. That's kind of a big deal. See you guys. It was good to see you. It's kind of a big deal. That's the CEO right there. But anyway, I like to sit down and just talk with them real quick to see how I can help them find some other things that might work for them. And usually I'll just explain, like, yes, we can get you that bottle of lavender, but if we do that, I'm worried that you're going to miss some other things that you might really like. And it's actually less expensive to start out with a kit. So like, I know, Janelle, you had asked about a friend. How did that end up going with your friend, by the way? Are you still there?
He still hasn't bought. Yeah, I have you on mute so you guys don't hear my kids in the background.
You're fine.
But she wanted to wait and order it this month. So
okay. Is she going to do a kit?
I hope so. She really wants to try new oils, but she's like really hesitant just financially, which is understandable. Totally. She just lost her job, but
totally understandable.
Yeah. So
totally.
Like, she doesn't even want to take the time to have a conversation at the moment. And I don't know this woman. I just know her from like a Facebook mommy group. So I've never her, like she was saying that her daughter was having, like her eyes were getting all puffy and swollen. And I suggested the lemon, lavender, and peppermint just to help with allergies because it's been so windy here in California. And finally, but so she was really interested, contacted me back. Hold on, honey. Hold on. It's just a helicopter. It's a helicopter. So yeah, I'm working on it and I think she'll sign up, but she's just really hesitant financially right now.
Totally. And that is completely understandable because right now times are tough. And it's just about helping people see that how this is a priority for them. And ultimately, like I said, are there people who are going to still just get that single bottle of oil? 100%. But and there are people that I absolutely, no matter what I do, won't talk to me, even after I sign them up. I'm always like, hello, you just bought oils. Don't you want to meet with me? So anyway, so I just like to meet with them, go through their needs and just show them the value of a kit. So, and even if it's a simple solutions kit, that's $105, that's totally great. You can just simply show them how, listen, you can buy a bottle of lavender at retail and it's going to be 30 something dollars. I don't know how much it is off the top of my head. But if you want to do this kit, it'll be $105, which that's 3 times more, but you're going to get like 4 products and you can order at 25% off whenever you order in the future. So that's what I like to do. Now, in terms of turning somebody into a lifetime customer, I am really huge on wellness consults because if I can get somebody to just engage in that doTERRA lifestyle, that's absolutely huge. So as you girls both know, I like to send out that welcome packet when I first start. And if finances are tight, I always want you to do what works for your budget. Don't do what works for my budget. Do what works for your budget. And so for me, what I like to do is I like to send out a book and I like to send out a sample of a couple of other things for people to try, because if they like it, it's good consumables. Like,
that book is a key factor, I think, in moving people forward.
Yes, and it's going to be super loud for just a second. I'm so sorry, and then I'll be quiet. So yes, so another idea is if you feel like, okay, I've got to stick with the budget while doing this, I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a huge fan. Another thing that you can do is purchase the app for them. So you can do the Modern Essentials app. I still like to do the book, but the app is less expensive. So if that's more budget friendly for you personally, I'm all about doing that app, just so that they have a resource on how to use their oils. So like I said, I'm a big fan of the book, but so we always need to meet you where you're at. So you could do the app. And then just go ahead.
I've got something from oilmagicbook.com and it's the Healthy Starts Oil Magic. And it goes with the oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name of it. The one that has the 10 oils and the diffuser.
The Healthy Start kit, yeah.
Healthy Start. It goes through all of those in depth, and it's just this little one that's like the size of my hand. And they're really little books to be able to give to people.
How much are those?
I think they're like $6, but then they also have deals all the time where it's like buy 10 for cheaper, whatever.
That's awesome, because that's just super affordable, and that's what I'm all about. I had someone get upset with me the other day, actually. I spent $2,000 getting my business going, and I'm like, where did I ever say to spend $2,000? You spend what you can, but you certainly don't need to spend that kind of money. So I like that I hear that that's $6. That's so perfect. And it gives people the support to use their oils, which is totally awesome. Anyway, I love it. So that is definitely a good option, is that book right there. I really like that. And then just giving them a sample. And then I always like to send them the Live Guide that doTERRA has. Again, you need to do what works for you, but I like the Live Guide as an option for just letting them see more products. And then I like to show them how to use their oils once they have them, because then they're going to be more likely to use them. So those are just some of my top tips and tricks. But the general idea is that you need to stay in touch and constantly be having, not constantly, but just be having conversations with them to show them how to use what they've got, because they may not know. So anyway, what other comments or what have you ladies been doing that's worked well for you? Anything?
Selling wise, I've been on like a full, so I'm, trying to get back in the momentum of it and just trying to figure that out,
We all go through times where it's like, where you're going strong, and you have times where you're like, okay, want to get going again. Okay. So that's definitely normal. So I think I love that you want to keep going with it. That always makes me happy. So yes, I would look at who's on your team right now and just think, who could use a conversation? Who could just use that quick text that says, hey, how are you doing? And in fact, a text I sent out this week that I actually got a lot of response from was, I asked everyone how they were doing. And when I say everyone, it was my new enrollments. I said, how are you doing? And then I said, do you have a favorite oil yet? I've never had so many people respond to me. And I forgot that I'd asked what was that? Did you have a question?
I think Autumn was going to say something, but she stopped.
Oh. I was just going to say, I kept getting texts, breathe in frankincense or lavender. And I'm like, why is everyone texting? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I asked them their favorite oil. So anyway, so that's just my tips for turning your people into lifelong customer is just, first of all, if you can get them into a kit or getting them more than one oil to start with, that's always huge. And then doing that wellness consult with them is huge. And anybody can do a wellness consult, even like a brand new person who doesn't know their oils can do it, as long as you have your book. Because what you would do is you would just write down, hey, what are your goals and concerns? And somebody could write down, oh, headaches, nausea, and problems sleeping. And then you would just look in your book. And then there you go. And I always love to help people get just ideas of how to use their oils. So anyway, you ladies are awesome. Thank you so much for joining on. It's always fun to chat with my friends on Wednesday morning. Makes it a little more exciting to get up. Oh, go ahead.
It wasn't loud at all on our.
Oh, good.
I couldn't hear anything in the background of where you were.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I was so annoyed when I realized that. I left, or I didn't charge my AirPods. I'm like, well, I'm so glad it wasn't distracting. Next week, I will actually be in my own home, at my own house doing this. So this will be good. And if either of you have something that you would want to chat about next week, let me know. Okay. Oh, your kids are so cute. So yeah, thank you so much for joining on. All right.